start practicing here this morning. So slight adjustment relative to where he's been. So really this is a great opportunity for our team to kind of get started with what Bill, I would say, called real football. It's the opportunity for us to put the pads on and really establish our foundation relative to fundamentals, techniques, playing, with our pads. I mean, we haven't put the pads on, we haven't played football really for real in about 6 months. So it's a slow process. This will be a big week, start of a big week for us. We essentially have, call it 7-8 days here before we get on a plane a week from Sunday and head out to Detroit and practice with them. So the emphasis in practice today, and as we put the pads on, will be in a running game, the techniques and fundamentals that are associated with that. So it's always exciting. I think the temperature goes up a little bit. The players a little bit more energy, a little more competitive spirits, which is good. It's good for your football team, but our players have always done a great job of working with one another in practice like this. So, and then just quickly, this is a big couple weeks for a couple former Patriot defensive backs. I know Rodney was around yesterday. I think you guys had an opportunity to speak with him in his honor, and Ty in a few weeks relative to his enshrinement. And obviously, not to shortchange Leon Gray, but Leon was playing before I was even born. So, but relative to Rodney and Ty, I can kind of speak on both of those players, just haven't been around them. What we try to do is we try to put together a smart, tough football team that plays well under pressure. And those two players really embodied, let's say, what this program was about in a lot of levels. Both players played 15 years at pretty demanding positions. With Ty especially, Ty was probably one of the most competitive, confident players that we've had on this team, in this program. I played corner for 15 years in this league. I know he played a couple of different positions there at the end, but he was a corner. Very instinctive, really good ball skills. I mean, when you look at his production over the course of history relative to other defensive backs, I mean, his ability to, let's say, come up with big plays when it mattered most, was something that he had that opportunity to do, and he was, and you talk to Ty, look, you guys have all talked to Ty, he's a very confident person, right? He didn't think anybody could catch a pass on him, and somebody did, it was probably somebody else's fault. But Ty's personality, that type of confidence, that type of demeanor is what you want to have on your football team, and he played big when it mattered most, and to be recognized the way that he is certainly a credit to him, and it's a tremendous honor. And then Rodney, I would say, left an impression on me personally when I was a young coach, a young person in this program. Here's a player who'd been in the league however many years, and he came here. The thing about Rodney is this guy loved to practice. I mean, you talk about, you guys get to see what goes on Sundays, right? How they play, their performance. But what this guy did on a day-to-day basis in terms of practice, in terms of his preparation, that's why he was great. I mean, we know he was tough as hell, and he played that way, and he played to his personality. And he's a straight shooter, and he tells the truth, which he does in his current job. But, I'll never, when we go out to practice, we do, you guys see, we do the look teams, we work with one another, right? We have a red team working on kickoff and kickoff return. And Rodney would work on the kickoff, the scout team kickoff team, and, I mean, bust his hump getting down the field. And, that type of effort, that type of mentality, that type of mindset, it permeates your football team. When you see somebody like that, it left an impression on me. I've been here for a couple of years, and you see somebody like that. And what it says is really that it shows you that your job and your responsibility while you're here is to do whatever you can to help the team, whatever capacity that is. You're talking about a Hall of Fame player, and he's going down on kickoff coverage, making it hard on our kickoff return team in order to prepare them for the game in front of them. But that's, look, we've had a lot of great players around here who love to practice. I mean, Brady loves to practice, Brewski loved to practice, Brable, Harrison, I mean, those guys, Patrick Chung, those guys love to practice. And to be recognized the way Rodney is, it's very well deserved, and it certainly left an impression on me personally. So the tip of the hat to those two guys specifically, congratulations are in order for them. It should be a fun couple of weeks here for both of those individuals. Rodney will be around here today. I was here yesterday, and then and Monday, I believe, is enshrinement in the Patriots Hall of Fame. So it's a pretty cool honor. So with that, we'll take some questions, and we'll get ready to go.
Brady says, you said Brady loves to practice. What goes into the decision on day 2 of training camp to not have him practice?
Yeah, I mean, every day we do what we think is best. So I mean, Tom's fine. I wouldn't put too much stock in that.
Nick, have you received any clarity on what Josh Gordon would have to do to come back, or when he could come back?
It's a league matter, so we'll let the league handle that. And when we're notified accordingly, whatever that process entails, then, you know, we'll follow the rules accordingly. So that's a league matter.
Is there at least, I guess, an appropriate level of communication between you and the league, or are you guys sort of in the dark as much as we are in the media?
No, we'll just take it day to day, whatever information that we have. If there's anything new, then we'll be informed. If there's nothing new, then we'll just kind of keep moving forward.
Nick, I gotta ask you about the Houston situation. Just how do you feel about how all that unfolded for you?
Yeah, what I would say, look, I'd say I'm pretty honored and privileged to be in the position I'm in, to work for the organization. It's a great organization with a lot of great people. I'm thankful for the opportunity I have each day to come to work and come into this building. So we've got a lot of great people. I'm fortunate and honored to work with Bill on a day-to-day basis and a lot of other people in this building. My job is really just to serve the people that are in this building. And we've got a lot of great people, and my focus is in trying to do the best that I can every day and be the best version of myself for this team, this organization, and that's what the focus is.
One follow-up, please. I believe this is now twice that the team has blocked you from interviewing for this job. Is it hard to put that aside and do your responsibilities out here?
I love being here, and right now we're focused on trying to get the team ready for this season, and, you know, I'm happy to be here, and I love what I do on a day-to-day basis.
Nick, this is a pretty unique organization, the only one you've known in the NFL. What makes it so unique in your perspective?
Well, I think, number one, it starts with people, right? We've got a lot of great people that we've had in this building for a long time, and I think everybody understands the expectations of what's expected of them on a day-to-day basis, and we're all here to help and serve one another. And the one thing about the NFL, which we know, I mean, change is constant, right? The only thing that's consistent in the NFL is change. What we try to do is really start from scratch each year and try to establish our level of performance on a day-to-day basis. And I think the most important thing, and, you know, I've been blessed and fortunate to work with a lot of great people in a lot of different areas, whether it's on the coaching staff, whether it's on the personnel side, on the scouting side, or on the players. So it starts with the people, and we've been blessed and fortunate to have a lot of great people. And ultimately, it's about the players and what they do on Sunday. All of us have a small part in that, somewhere along the way. But ultimately, it's about what the players do on Sunday. And our job is to help serve them and to get them ready to go. And whatever resources, whatever we can do to help the players in that capacity, that's what ultimately our responsibility and job is to do.
Nick, how disappointed were you to not have the opportunity to at least sit down with the Texans?
Yeah, right now, my focus is on this football team, and that's where it's always going to be.
It does, just, you talked about doing the job of Rodney and Ty. You understand that in our covering the team, being able to have clarity on our end as to, really, we understand how important the executive, head coach, all that stuff exists. So you understand the question as to why, even though you say you're focused on this is still important to the landscape for us.
Sure. Look, I'm in a great position. I've got a great opportunity each day to come in here and serve this team, this organization, and I enjoy doing that, and that's what I'm excited to do, and I'm going to continue to do that to the best of my ability. Go ahead, Karen.
Yeah, I was just wondering, perhaps down the future, perhaps when your contract is up here, would being a GM with sole decision-making responsibilities be something you would be interested in?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I'm not really focused on the hypotheticals. I'm focused on today. And honestly, I'm focused on trying to be the best version of myself each and every day. And honestly, it's more important for me to, I mean, you guys see me after practice, to try to be the best husband, the best father to my kids, and I get more joy out of that than anything else. Ultimately, that's going to matter more than anything else. So I'm blessed to be here. I enjoy every day. Each day is a new opportunity to try to improve and get better, and that's what I'm focused on doing.
And Nick, can you shed any light on what's going on with Michael Bennett and David Andrews?
Yeah, I would say we have different players that are in different, I'd say, categories or situations. Michael was excused for personal reasons. You know, Michael's been great to work with, so, you know, we'll leave it at that. I really don't want to get into it any further. You know, I'd say David, you know, is day to day, so, I mean, each day we'll kind of come in here, see where everybody is, and, you know, we'll go out there, and ultimately we're going to do what we think is best for our team and our players.
How do you guys feel about Julian Edelman and his broken thumb as well?
Yeah, like I said, everybody is in different categories, different positions, so the most important thing is the players come in here and do whatever they can relative to their situation, and that's what we're focused on.
Nick, I think a lot of people sort of wonder what you do here. I think it's a little bit of a mystery outside the building. Just how would you describe your job and your role here with this team?
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of people in this building that wear a lot of hats, right? And my job is to serve and do whatever I can to help the team, whatever capacity it is. If it's to help with a drill, it's to help with a drill. It's to help the equipment staff with something, it's to help the equipment staff. So it's not about one person, it's not about one individual. We got a lot of great people, have a lot of responsibility in this building, and they do the job well, so I'm just fortunate and blessed to have, play a small part in that. So just try to do whatever I can to help serve the players, serve Bill and the staff, and serve this organization.